Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to get this XRP party started. But at least leading up to this point, what we can see is absolute proof that people and institutions are preparing for the inevitable XRP party in which XRP will melt faces, as happened in 2017 and early 2018. Look at some of these headlines. XRP price rallies 25% on Bitcoin halving, but what next? And it has. Don't forget that we recently saw an XRP low of, I think it was about 42 cents. Well, we just hit 57 cents in short order. So, fingers crossed that's the bottom. But even if it's not, like I've been saying in recent videos, eventually a bottom is formed. Even if it's not, even if it's not what just happened, okay. But we're in a bull market, folks. XRP price is not going to stay around here forever, and the asset class moves in tandem. Period. XRP will be participating. Here's a headline from You Today. XRP bucks trend with $1.3 million in inflows as Bitcoin outflows continue. So this is interesting. We're talking about institutional money right here. 1.3. I'll give you the specifics and what the figures are a little bit later in the video. But it's just fascinating because like a mountain of money flowing out of Bitcoin as it's been in consolidation mode on an institutional level here as tracked. So I'll show you the specifics, but it's just fascinating here. Also share with you perspective from a few XRP chart analysts, including one who says that XRP is, quote, on the road to victory, end quote, and I could not more fervently agree with that. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. Now, first I wanted to briefly cover at least part of this article from Cointelegraph. It's from 2 days ago, and it was titled, Why is XRP price up today? And they cite a few reasons. The first one I think is silly. They cite it's Bitcoin sell the news event, sell the news sentiment, right? You know, Bitcoin sell the news reaction after the halving is benefiting XRP, blah, blah, blah. I don't buy into the narrative, and Bitcoin didn't really have much of a negative reaction to that anyway. So if they thought that was the case at the time they wrote this, I just respectfully disagree with that. But the other point, the two other primary points they make in this article, it's fact. Like, take a look at this. XRP whale count rises. Now, isn't this fascinating? As sentiment has recently been in the gutter, what are the whales doing? Take a look at this. Today, XRP's price increase coincides with a significant buying activity from large investors, often called whales. For instance, the number of whales holding at least 1 million and 100,000 XRP tokens increased substantially in April, right in the days leading up to the halving. The trend is similar among small investors, or fishes, with the number of entities holding at least 10,000 XRP and 1,000 XRP tokens also rising. So folks, that's why I said at the outset of the video, the XRP party may not have technically started, but a lot of people see it's coming. A lot of people are positioning themselves to take full advantage of the face melt action when it comes. And yeah, I know it's not technical certainty, but as far as I'm concerned, it's a virtual certainty that we're going to have that type of action so long as we do have a proper altcoin bull run. You know, if this is just, if we have a black swan event and everything falls apart, okay, maybe not then. And nothing's for sure. Again, I acknowledge that. I'm not making a price prediction. I'm a dude on the internet. I don't know for sure. I'm just telling you what my conviction is. Anyway, piece continues. Typically, such accumulations can signal anticipation of favorable developments or price movements as both retail and institutional investors position themselves to benefit from expected market dynamics. And there you go. There are people that have been capitulating, getting out of XRP, buying other stuff, and I've seen this movie before. It doesn't go well. It doesn't go well. I've talked about the guy that I watched the YouTube video of in, middle of December 2017. He's like, it just hasn't been moving. I just sold all my XRP. Literally like 2 days later, maybe whatever it was, 2 or 3 days later, XRP went on its biggest rally in history. It's just the timing. But if you get impatient, you think that that makes it. You do whatever you want. I'm just saying, there's historic precedent for this. And then they also note the following: oversold XRP price bounce. And I don't really need to read the rest of the article. I just want to make the overall point. XRP, of course, when you get that suppressed, my God, yes, XRP oversold, absolutely. Now, of course, over the last couple of days, we've been seeing it moving back to the upside. Duh. That's not terribly surprising, is it? Here's a post from chart analyst Dark Defender. This is an XRP USD chart. Hi there all. XRP closed the weekly candle above the blue support we discussed for the monthly time frame. Another critical point is that the weekly RSI rests on the previous support trend. This, coupled with XRP's position above both, could lead to a retest of 60.44 cents. It's hard to say how many times we've tested this level, but it's a factor to remember. With yesterday's move, XRP reclaimed the 52.86 cent and set the new support. Previous supports were 46.23 cents rather, and 39.17 cents. We are on the road to victory at Fibonacci targets. So, as he noted here, okay, retested that level multiple times. Well, you know what? Like I keep saying, XRP cannot stay in this range forever. It can't. It won't. That doesn't make sense. One day, either XRP goes to zero or it hits a new all-time high. It will not stay here. And it seems very obvious what is most probable. New all-time high, price discovery. That's what I believe anyway. Here's a post from chart analyst E. Greg Crypto. XRP back inside the triangle, and this is an XRP USD chart. XRP has bounced back, facing resistance at 55 cents and 58 cents, with 75 cents as the macro resistance level. So it'll be interesting to see when XRP finally does break above that to what degree it actually jumps. That will be interesting. And then, of course, there's that psychological level of $1. I'm very curious to see what will happen at that point. Is it going to melt through it like butter? Or since it's a psychological level, is there going to be a little bit of a struggle? Here's a post from chart analyst Cryptos. And I'll note here, this is at 7:53 a.m. in the morning of the 22nd. So, excuse me, oh, sorry about that. So he didn't really have the, he doesn't have the benefit of the knowledge we now have. We know that XRP, even yesterday, ran up to a little over 57 cents, and so he wrote the following: here are your important XRP weekly levels. The good, price held above blue diagonal support. The bad, below the red 54-cent area. And again, that's why I said what I said a second ago, because it ran higher than that. It ultimately did, but he didn't know that. So then he said below 21 moving average, EMA 50 and 200 MA. Still lots of work to be done before flipping bullish. Will update XRP. And so he's one of the analysts out there who is very optimistic. Yes, of course, XRP is going to rally. I can't find any reputable analyst out there who doesn't have some sort of weird bias against XRP that thinks that XRP will not be participating in this market cycle. I can only find the typical lemming emotional retail speculators out there who think that. Reputable analysts? None. Literally zero. And look, I'm not saying they don't exist. Bring them to me. I want to say hello and make sure they're real. Please find me one, because I have never come across such an individual. Here's a post from chart analyst Mikey Bull Crypto. He said, altcoin market cap is reflecting the 2020 alt season vibes. And you can see he's noting the altcoin market cap here. That's what's on the top of your screen. And you got a circle here back in 2020. Shows where we are right now. Circled that. He's just saying it looks the same and we know what happens next if history is to kind of rhyme with itself. Yep. Here's a headline from you today. XRP bucks trend with $1.3 million inflows as Bitcoin outflows continue. And I don't need to read the article. I just wanted to make a broad point here. And this is updated weekly. This is from CoinShares. I've highlighted data from them before. It's just fascinating to see that for the week, Bitcoin outflows, not inflows, Bitcoin outflows $192 million. Outflows, gone. XRP inflows of $1.3 million. So I know in the scheme of things, $1.3 million isn't like some sort of crazy number, but most of the focus, of course, as has always been the case, is on Bitcoin. There's way more focus on Bitcoin compared to XRP, so those numbers are always going to be more staggering anyway. But what I find more interesting is that we're seeing, this is on an institutional level, what I find more interesting is that in the face of this, with those outflows for Bitcoin, by the way, Ethereum outflows of 34.2 million in 1 week. Even though 1.3 million inflows for XRP isn't huge, this is in the face of massive outflows for Bitcoin and ETH. Again, Bitcoin out 192 million, Ethereum outflows of 34.2 million. So, is what it is. It's just, it seems to me that the people who are not tribal, the people who are just intellectually honest, if they want exposure to something, to diversify and put some money into something that just hasn't run yet, which is typically the best time to do it. So just recognizing, hey, XRP, it is part of the asset class. They're clearly demonstrating their optimism, and this is what you always see, though. So I keep, it's like, to me, it just seems incredibly obvious. Yes, of course, this is going to happen unless there is a black swan event. But if you're talking about a full-blown alt season, yes, XRP participates. That's what I believe anyway. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And then we'll have to seriously talk about that. We'll have a serious post-mortem on that one if that happens, because something would be wrong. If we have a full-blown alt season and XRP doesn't hit a new all-time high, we need to, as a community, have a serious talk. I do not believe that's what's going to happen. And you can see confidence from the players that you'd expect. So here again on an institution level, but like I just highlighted, the whales and even smaller holders increasing their holdings now, taking advantage of this oversold environment. So it's just, this is the most exciting moment that I personally have ever had being in crypto. And a huge part of it for me is specifically because of XRP. I hold a bunch of different cryptocurrencies. XRP is my largest holding, and I'm glad it is, because I think it's going to go absolutely crazy. It's going to go bananas. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the Moon Lambo.